This is ogbono soup. Ogbono soup is a typical Nigerian soup cooked with ogbono seeds. But if you don't know what ogbono seeds look like, continue watching this video because I'll show you exactly what ogbono seeds look like. In this ogbono soup recipe, I made this ogbono soup with spinach. So continue watching this video if you would like to see what cooking ogbono soup with spinach looks like. Here I have my spinach already cleaned and it's time to slice. Speaking about vegetables used to cook ogbono soup, there are several vegetables that you can cook your ogbono soup with. I'll give you a list of some of the vegetables. You can cook ogbono soup and okra soup. That is ogbono soup with okra. You can cook ogbono soup with ugu leaves. You can also cook ogbono with bitter leaf, which is called ogbono and bitter leaf soup. There are so many vegetables that you can cook your ogbono soup with. Now that I'm done with cutting the spinach, here I have my ogbono powder, the grinded ogbono powder. I'll pour some into my measuring cup and I'll transfer from the measuring cup to the small bowl you see. Remember I said I'll show you what ogbono seeds look like. So after I finish this process, I will show you exactly what ogbono seeds look like. Here I have my palm oil and it's time to pour the palm oil into the ogbono powder or blended ogbono. So there are different methods to cook ogbono soup. You can cook ogbono soup using the frying method, or you can cook ogbono soup with this method that I'm about to show you. So after pouring the palm oil into the ogbono powder or blended ogbono, I would mix everything very well till I get a silky paste. At this point, I already know that I do not have enough palm oil in the ogbono powder or blended ogbono. So I'll proceed to add more palm oil so that I can get that smoky, did I say smoky? No, it's not smoky. Silky, yes. So I can get that silky paste that I want to achieve. Now, as this video continues, if you're new on this channel, I'd like to say welcome. Thank you for visiting my food cooking channel. And I'd like to ask you to subscribe to this channel. If you like this video so far, don't forget to like this video, then click on that like button. You can also subscribe by clicking on the subscribe button and then click on the bell so that every time I post my new recipes, you'll be notified. Now, here is what ogbono seeds look like. These are ogbono seeds. Now that I've shown you the ogbono seeds, it's time to cook. I'll pour some water into the pot. And after pouring water, here I have my fishes. This recipe is on how to cook ogbono soup with fish and one other protein. Anyway, I'll start by putting the fishes into the pot of water. After I put the fishes in, I'll put some other cooking ingredients like crayfish. You can choose to be as generous as you want with the crayfish. And for me, I used 4 tablespoons of crayfish. I'll add seasoning cube. Of course, I'll add Cameroon pepper just to give it that extra spice. You can use chili pepper if you have. I'll also add some salt. Regarding the pepper, you can also use dried pepper of your choice, or you can use scotch bonnet pepper. But for this recipe, I chose to use Cameroon pepper because occasionally I just like what the flavor it gives me. So I've cooked the fish for about 5 minutes and this is what it looks like. Now I'll remove the fishes from the pot. The reason why I love to do this is to make cooking simple and easy for me, and I'll suggest you try it. This is because I'm going to be doing a lot of mixing towards the end of this video, and if I have the fishes still in the pot, I'm going to end up crumbling the fishes. And because these fishes have bones, I do not want to risk having a bony soup. That's why I like to remove the fishes first. Now, after removing the fishes, I'll set them aside. And then I'll add my chicken stock. Remember I said I was going to add another type of protein. Yes, it's chicken. So this ogbono soup recipe is on how to cook ogbono with chicken and also on how to cook ogbono with fish. Here I have my already boiled chicken and I'll pour them into the pot. Remember I just added my chicken stock to the fish stock and I just added my chicken as well, boiled chicken. Now I'll cover the pot and cook for about 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, everything is boiling nicely and it's time to put in my ogbono paste. Do you remember the ogbono paste I made earlier or I mixed earlier? Yes, this is the time to put the ogbono paste in the pot. So I'll slightly smear the ogbono paste to the side of the pot just to ensure that I mix everything well with the boiling liquid. This is because I don't want the ogbono paste to coagulate to the side. By coagulate, I mean if you put your ogbono paste in the boiling liquid and you don't mix the ogbono paste, or for any reason the ogbono paste does not dissolve properly in the liquid, you'll end up having lumps of coagulated ogbono in your soup, and you really wouldn't like it, because the beauty of ogbono soup is being silky and slimy. Now that I'm done with the mixing, you can see that this soup is too thick. I'll proceed to add some water. Now, regarding thickness when it comes to ogbono, I'm going to show you a method to ensure that you achieve your desired thickness as well as sliminess. Because if you add too much water, your ogbono soup would be watery and it would not be slimy. If you add too little regarding water, you will not get that lovely, slimy, silky feel when you eat ogbono, especially when you have ogbono soup with eba. Now I've added some water. I'll mix very well like I just did, and then I'll allow to boil. My ogbono soup is boiling. I'll add some more seasoning cubes. Now, the reason why I'm adding the seasoning cubes now and also adding the salt now is because seasoning cube and salt reduces the viscosity when it comes to draw soup, any draw soup of any kind. Could be okra, could be ogbono. I'll mix very well and allow to boil. My ogbono soup has been boiling for about 5 minutes now. So I just checked to see if my ogbono soup is still slimy, and yes, it's still very slimy, and that's why I'm adding more water to get that desired thickness and the desired sliminess. You can see it looks very watery, but no, it's not so watery, because I'm going to let it to cook for another 2 minutes just to gauge or to measure the sliminess. After 2 minutes, take a look at my ogbono soup. Can you see it's back to being slimy? And this is to say that the ogbono powder I used is top quality. Take a look at it. Perfect, amazing. Okay, now that I have done all of this and I have cooked my ogbono to the desired slimy texture that I want and thickness that I like, I'll proceed to add my spinach. After adding spinach, please note you are not allowed to add more water. Okay, that is why you have to ensure that you achieve your desired sliminess and thickness before you add your vegetables. I'll mix in my spinach properly with the ogbono soup, and then after mixing in, I'll add my fishes. Remember, the fishes I set aside. It's time for the fishes. I'll mix in the fishes as well, and then I'll cook my ogbono soup for another 2 to 3 minutes. So if you've watched this video to this point, I'd like to say thank you very much. And to my always loyal viewers, thank you so much for your support. I can't love you less. You know, you give my videos the support that you have to give, and I really do appreciate you. After about 2 to 3 minutes, take a look at what my ogbono soup looks like. Remember I said earlier that I would list ogbono soup ingredients in the description box. So ensure you check the description box for the list of the ingredients. My ogbono soup is ready, and take a look at what my ogbono soup looks like. Would you ever believe that I could cook a big pot of ogbono soup with just half a cup of blended ogbono? That is why it is important that you get top quality ingredients for your soups and your cooking. I'd have to say this. Initially, I was a little bit skeptical, and that's why I proceeded to add water gently, little by little, because I just didn't want to rush in with the water. I wanted to see how slimy the ogbono soup would be. And I have to say this, my ogbono soup has turned out really, really nice. As for me, I love to eat ogbono soup with any swallow available. Talk of ogbono soup with fufu. What of ogbono soup and semo? Nice, Abby. Ogbono soup and eba. Many people would say my favorite. That's also my favorite. Okay, thank you so much for watching my videos. And if you're yet to like this video, what are you waiting for? Please like this video, leave your comment, share this video, and subscribe to my channel. And until I see you in my next video, or till I speak to you again in my next video, take care of yourself.